Hello and welcome to the International News Brief. I'm Zinoe, bringing you the latest updates from around the globe. Today, we focus on the state of Maine, where recent polling data reveals significant insights into the upcoming elections, particularly concerning Vice President Kamala Harris and the pressing issue of election integrity. According to a recent article from the Maine Morning Star, Vice President Kamala Harris is maintaining a lead in the polls as the election approaches. This lead, however, is accompanied by a growing wave of concerns among voters regarding the integrity of the electoral process. Despite Harris's favourable standing, many voters express anxiety over the security and transparency of the electoral process. This sentiment is echoed across various demographics, highlighting a critical issue that could impact voter turnout and trust in the
Voter confidence is paramount in any election. If citizens feel their votes may not be counted accurately, it could lead to lower participation rates and a questioning of the legitimacy of the results.
As we delve deeper into the polling data, it's essential to understand the context behind these numbers. Kamala Harris, as the incumbent vice president, has been a prominent figure in the Democratic Party. Her policies and leadership style resonate with many voters, particularly those who prioritize social justice, healthcare reform, and climate change initiatives. Key policies that have bolstered her support include her commitment to expanding access to healthcare, advocating for climate action, and addressing systemic inequalities. However, the current political climate has shifted, with election integrity becoming a focal point for many voters. Secure and transparent, the Maine Secretary of State has been proactive in addressing these concerns, implementing measures to enhance voter security and educate the public about the voting process. Recent surveys indicate that a significant portion of the electorate is concerned about the security of their votes. Issues such as voter ID laws, mail-in voting procedures, and the reliability of voting machines have sparked debates across the nation. In Maine, these concerns are particularly pronounced as voters seek assurances that their electoral processes. While the Secretary of State's office works to bolster confidence, the political landscape remains tense. The upcoming elections are not just about candidates, but also about the fundamental principles of democracy. Voter turnout will be crucial, and the concerns over election integrity could sway undecided voters. While the Secretary of State's office works to bolster confidence, the political landscape remains tense. The upcoming elections are not just about candidates, but also about the fundamental principles of democracy. Voter turnout will be crucial, and the concerns over election integrity could sway undecided voters. Historically, voter turnout in Maine has been relatively high compared to national averages. However, with rising concerns about election integrity, analysts warn that turnout could be affected. In the last election cycle, Maine saw a turnout of over 80%, but this year, that number could fluctuate if voters feel uncertain about the process. Community forums have been held across the state, allowing voters to voice their concerns and ask questions about the electoral process. These gatherings have become vital in fostering dialogue between officials and constituents. As we approach the elections, it's clear that the interplay between candidate popularity and voter confidence in the electoral process will be pivotal. Kamala Harris's lead in the polls may not be enough if voters remain skeptical about the integrity of the elections. As we approach the elections, it's clear that the interplay between candidate popularity and voter confidence in the electoral process will be pivotal. Kamala Harris's lead in the polls may not be enough if voters remain skeptical about the integrity of the elections.